Hey everyone, it's Nick from Nick's Crossing. Welcome back to another railroad adventure. Today I'm actually standing in the gauge of an old D&H Delaware Hudson railroad line that would have connected to the main line that's to the left of me, which is now a Norfolk Southern line. So today you guys will be checking out some vintage railroad pieces that are located in this location. I'm going to keep this location a secret due to, trying to protect these pieces that are here in the woods. And they're not abandoned, they're just kind of, hidden and left themselves. They're actually owned by a local railroad. That's a scenic railroad that operates on this line. But you guys are about to see two locomotives that are my top 5 favorites of all time. And the crazy thing is, I'm actually redoing this intro after all of my camera gear happened to malfunction. And same with who I'm with today. It's actually Jay from JP Videos. He's down that way. And his camera had a very similar issue. So here we go, all aboard. Alright guys, so there's actually a little bit of history of the locomotives that you guys have seen, these two GG1s. So, 4917, later reused as Amtrak 4934. Another on site is circa 1941, 4909, then reused as Amtrak 4932. In a failed attempt to relocate the locomotive to Connecticut, it was partially repainted in 2001. I believe that's the engine up front. PRR 4909 was acquired by the Henry Ford Museum in Dearborn, Michigan, April 2008. All right, guys, and here is the front of this GG1. This is GG1 1 of 2. So you guys will see 2 today. Just gonna walk down a little bit further. Don't want to separate too far away. Traveling in pairs. Oh, you can see some of the venting here is rusted. There's a big old hole right here. And we were just simply observing these locomotives. We're not, getting in them or anything like that. Nothing too crazy. But see, there's a water fill right here. And these would have had water in them for the steam generator. This would have provided steam for all the coaches. There's one of the mysterious doors right there to go inside. Your first cab is right there. And I've heard these are extremely tight on the inside. And this is actually really cool. It's got an old Conrail CR logo on there, and also looks like Penn Central underneath or something like that. Yeah, there's the PC right there. And this looks like it would have been the Tuscan color. Some type of hookup right here. And you can see, we'll just look at the other side really quick. See all the drive wheels and everything. And it looks like it was upgraded with roller bearings at one point. The Timkins, love that. What number are you? 49. There's a bunch of numbers over top each other. 4934, 4904. Pretty cool. And here's the front of this beautiful locomotive. Now, the most ironic thing with this engine, Jay and I saw while walking up, it says Robert E. Anderson, the GG1 Rehabilitation Society, right there. So maybe they started restoration on this piece and just never finished it, or was never moved to where it had to be. But the date up there is 2000, and this engine isn't in the worst shape I've seen. The worst one, actually, I've seen was at, unfortunately, Altoona. That was in really bad shape. But you can see it's got the modern roller bearing. It even has like the class on there. It's pretty crazy. Look at this, all these mechanisms underneath. If you guys have ever looked under a GG1, this is like a skirt So like right here is a skirt that covers up the basics of the locomotive. If you ever look up into one of these, it's like a shell. So many, parts of plumbing and all that. And I read online, you can actually see these on abandoned.com, that they were preparing to restore these engines, but they just never got to where they had to be. Pretty crazy. And I love these dry wheels. Spoked drive wheels, like a steam engine. Insane, right? And if you look up there, there's the linkage for this axle. The set of axles, I mean. And there's the other linkage to that side. And if you look underneath, you can actually hear an echo from all the plumbing. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? We're underneath the GG1 right now. Air tanks, all kinds of things. That looks like a traction motor. You guys are looking at that right there. Most likely a traction motor. Amazing. It's actually up on, looks like some type of wood plank. Kind of level her out. And most likely these were updated when they served Conrail. But pretty cool piece, right? And there's the pantograph right there, the insulators. Big old glass insulators. Glad to see that's all in good shape. And this engine is huge. Well, actually, sorry, not engine, locomotive. These are all electric powered. And even though Lionel puts a smoker on these, they are still electric powered. The smoker is to simulate the steam generators. So this is actually lashed up to some type of box car. Got everything ready to go. There's the front too. I can show you guys this. Conrail right there, CR. And underneath it looks like it says PC, something like that, Penn Central. So, beautiful girl. And this is actually for your steam. Right here, this valve, that's for your steam to lash up to passenger cars. So we're gonna move on. Beautiful fall day. Some type of box car here. It's all metal, maybe like an insulated car. Doesn't look that old because there's actual roller bearings on this instead of hot boxes. Look at that. Yep. Ride control. It's awesome. Here's the second GG1. Yes, 2 GG1s in one place. Can you believe it? These are also lashed up to this box car. The handbrake up there. Not the steering wheel, it's a handbrake. See the old system right there, the leverage system. Pull the chain, get your brakes, equipped. Pretty cool. So here's the front of the other engine. There's actually an electrical conduit without the pins. And those would plug into these receptacles right here, your connectors. So it's missing all of that. It's like, I don't know how many pins, maybe like 30 or 40 pins. Be crazy. Extra air lines right there. All kinds of stuff. So we're going to continue on. It's funny, it's like these engines, one engine is in better shape than the other in certain ways. Like I feel like this drivetrain looks a little bit better than that engine, but that engine's body down there is better than this one because there's holes and all kinds of stuff. So, pretty cool. Oh, look at this. What is that? That might be a bar. I wonder if that's a bar to grab and push up the pantographs. If someone in comments could confirm that. It looks like some type of tool, like grabber tool with a hook. So maybe that's to push up your pantographs. I've never seen that before. And it's crazy. It's all made of, looks like galvanized metal right there. But it goes all the way down there, and you could actually stand here and push up, connecting to your electric. It's another entryway. It says do not occupy. We will not be doing that. Oh, wow, look, Penn Central. Wow. Amazing. We'll get a view on the other side so you guys don't miss it. Look at that. It's all in black. So there's the central part. Penn Central. And there's the old logo right there, the PC logo. I know it's hard to see, but it's there. Handbrake inside. Well, that's good to know, right? These are in better shape, top, but I think that other body's in way better shape. That 4934 AARX, I'm assuming that's Amtrak. All right, guys, in front of me is actually a coach. It's actually a combo car. Pretty old. It's got hot boxes on it. Not sure the railroad on this, it's all rusted out. But if you look in here, you know, it's actually some really cool items. It's like an old mail section, old radiator still on the floor. And it's got the bar to collect the mail. So that, yeah, it's most likely a postal car. If you look at the ceiling, there's all your electrical lines. There's an old fan right there. Pretty amazing. A lot of paint chips and things, a lot of nasty things with these. That's pretty cool. Uh-oh. What's that?
Letter box. You can insert the letters.
Is this a mail car?
Yeah.
I thought it was just a combo.
No, it's a mail car. It's just like the one in Steamtown. So this was stationary. They could come by and drop their letters in there.
Wow.
It's a portable mailbox.
That's awesome. All right, everyone. So we are finished with this location with the GG1s and some freight stock and that beautiful mail car. We're going to check out some other railroad-related locations here in the area. But just to document something very odd, I was filming with this camera. It's a brand new Sony camera, and the formatting on the card went up. So it was like corrupted, said like, you know, need to reformat. The card was perfectly fine. Everything was great. We were rolling perfectly fine. Deleted all my footage after that error message came up. Lost the battery in this camera. So we're going down that way. And then Jay realized on his Osmo Action, which is a fantastic camera as well, that the files were corrupted. He wasn't recording anything. It didn't save anything. So we're like, okay, that's kind of odd, whatever. And then I was actually walking back this way to catch up with Jay to show him some pictures of the GG1 on my phone. My phone actually reset, like a hard Apple reset, when you hit, used to be the volume button and the home button. So kind of odd, just want to document it. This has happened to me before at the Susquehanna, I believe it was when I went up to the dam to film, chasing that old abandoned service railway. My phone at the time died. I was using that for YouTube. And yeah, so very interesting. It's the second time ever in my YouTube history of that happening. So I'm not sure what's in this area. Maybe there's something here that wants us here or doesn't want us here. So it's all part of the fun. Us railroaders love a good ghost story. So here we go, everyone. We'll see you at the next location. To my left is actually the Norfolk Southern, and in front of me is actually the old line where those GG1s were. And we're actually standing on the tracks that used to be a Y. What a Y does, it comes out like this, just as a Y. So think of a Y like that with another side to it. And they used them for turning trains around, consolidating cars, organizing cars. But yeah, pretty cool. I've never seen one in person. But guys, I wonder if this is a Pennsylvania coach. It has those porthole windows right there. And it is in Tuscan red, so maybe it is Pennsylvania. But I don't see any other indications that it would be. I don't see keystones anywhere, anything like that. And you can see it's got the steam hookup right there, right in front. So, many years ago, that was your way of heat and amenities. Right there. Pretty cool. What's that made of? Galvanized. Look at that. Galvanized metal. Wow. I'm not sure on what type of car this was, but there's some type of like area over here. Looks like shelving units or something. There's also something in there hanging down on the inside. Very, very interesting on what these could have been. Storage areas. Oh, Delaware Hudson, 34404. Wow. I've never seen a D&H coach before. Myth confirmed, guys. D&H. Alright guys, so we're suspecting that this was some type of diner car, and there's actually looks like a little stewardess section in here in the back, maybe a bathroom, but it's all made of galvanized, so most likely it was maybe air conditioning at one time. They thought it was a good insulator, but when you paint galvanized, it, you know, likes to peel really quick. But it does say D&H, and in the back there, all this area appears to be some type of cooking area. It could have been dining cars. The car was fully electrified. You can see the lamps up in the ceiling. Well, there's a lamp staring at us right now, right there, but those are on each table. So it would have been a very luxurious passenger car or dining car at the time. Alright guys, so we're directly across the street from that beautiful coach. Now if you go over here, this building was some type of conductor house or house for the Y switch. It is a very old house. Forever it's from the late 1800s, so it would fit the bill for that. Very ornate style house. And we go right here, beautiful little caboose. Possibly D&H, I'm assuming. Holy crap, it's a tow truck. Wow, look at this, guys. Holy crap. It's in the tree. It's got the boom and everything on it. This is a hoist on a truck. Most likely maintenance away. And it's so funny, you know, this truck is just stuck here. It's so weird. It should be in a museum. It's a gorgeous piece. But you gotta see past the rust and the broken door, but there are controls all over this thing. And Jay was mentioning it's chain driven. Look at that. Isn't that crazy? So, a whole lot of power with that. There's actually some gauges, fuel gauges up there. And there's the hoist arm. Look at that. All right, everyone, that's going to conclude this mini railroad adventure for today. Hopefully you guys like seeing these GG1s. They're in interesting shape. Not too bad, you know, not the worst I've seen, not the best I've seen, but they're here, they're preserved on property. If you guys had a great time today looking at these beautiful locomotives and rolling stock, consider subscribing to the channel so you don't miss content just like this, top of other rail fanning, train reviews, O-gauge modeling. Also, giving the video one of these really helps out the channel. Love reading your guys' comments. Until next time, everyone, happy railroading. See you next time.